Hi guys, how you all doing? This is the Redstone Ninja here, and of course we are starting the new map making series. Now I've decided I'm going to do this on the same world as the Redstone series, so that we can have a world twice. Oh. Just give me 1 second. Right, okay, that's that sorted. Okay. So, what was I saying? Oh yes, this is going to be a world for both redstone and map making. That way we can have a world twice as amazing as you originally anticipated. So we got this quite rubbish door here really. It doesn't connect up with the gate, it's just rubbish. Now we're going to be improving this today by building a better gate. That's all I'm going to say. It's going to be a better gate. I'm not going to tell you what it involves, but it's going to be using command blocks. So I'm going to need to show you what these are, because some people out there might not know how to even get them. To get a command block, you need a command, which is quite ironic in my opinion. /give at p command underscore block. Now it has to be typed exactly like this. I'm not sure if you need the @p, but I've always typed it that way. So command block, this is what it looks like. It's indestructible in survival mode, and you can't change it in survival mode. So /game mode s, just to show you, if I try to type a command in here, /give at p command underscore block. Right, must be not player in creator mode. There you go. I cannot destroy it, and it cannot be blown up either. /summon oh, there we go. Whoops. Oh, but as you can see, it cannot be blown up either. I just forgot to set myself in creative mode first. /game mode C. There we go. Right, so this is a command block. It can run a cheat based on Redstone. So if you have not seen the Redstone series, then I recommend go watching that first. If you do not know how to use Redstone, you only need a basic knowledge of Redstone. But here we go. You might even pick up on how to use it in the series anyway, if you just watch the series. So let's type a command. /give @p stone. That's the /give command. There's many different types of command, but this one gives an item to the player. So it's giving me a stone. It's giving me another stone, and another one, another one, another one. What if I wanted to give myself 2 stacks? Well, it's going to take a lot of time to do that, so I can do that and give myself 2 stacks rather than flickering it a million times. Oh, it's not worked. 64. Oh right. Apparently you can only give yourself 64 at a time. There you go. See, I could type 32 or something else, but that's just one command. There's many other commands, but the command we're going to be looking at today is the /setBlock command. It's my favourite command. Well, besides none of them, or maybe all of them. I'm not even sure. Now how this one works, you type /setBlock and then the coordinates of where you want it to /setBlock a block, and it will place, and then the name of the block, and it will place the block there. So let's bring up the coordinates page, and let's take these coordinates here: 78, 64, 53. 78, 64 and 53. Stone. There we go. Wait, hang on a minute. 78, 64, 52, 50. Alright, there we go. So if I do 52, that should be in between those 2 blocks. Yeah, that's right. Okay. But you don't just have to use coordinates, you can use something called relative coordinates. and it's in this particular order: X, Y, Z. Tilde, tilde, tilde. Now what that will do, that will place a command block in exactly the same place as the... No, it'll place a stone block in exactly the same place as the command block. And what use is that? I've just broke it. Slash set block tilde, that's X. You can put 0 in there, just make a difference, tilde. So 0 difference to the X coordinate and +1 on the Y and 0 on the Z. But you don't need the zeros. That's just what it means. If you leave a space, then it basically means do nothing. It's an exactly same X coordinate, exactly same Z coordinate, just +1 block higher. So, stone. There we go. I might use that sometime in this episode. Don't know. But it means that you don't have to go around looking for coordinates, which is kind of handy. Right, so there's a very brief introduction. It might even be too brief, but I'm sure it won't be. Now we're just going to dig out a bit of area underneath here, a bit of land, because, well, we need space, really, to be wiring up our redstone. Now this is where all the command blocks are going to be going. In my opinion, it's going to be pretty small, but then again, I build big things with redstone. To a beginner, it might seem pretty big. Right, so this redstone should be activated by that. There we go. Okay. Yeah, so that should be going there. This redstone should be activated by a pressure plate here. Oh. There. Perfect. So I'm going to explain what I'm going to do now. I'm going to set block iron bars here and here. When you're on the... Oh, wait, no. That's not what I'm going to do. I'm going to have... And here's best to explain this. I'm going to have an iron bar gate. And when you step on the pressure plate on one side, it will open. And when you step on the pressure plate on the other side, it will close. So what we're going to need is a T flip-flop. Right. So... both of these are connected to the same input. Would you not agree that that is both the same input? There. It's an OR gate. It's hard to tell, but it's an OR gate in disguise because you've got two inputs and one output and nothing in between. No crazy pistons or redstone torches or double inverters. Just two inputs and an output. That is an OR gate. So we've got an OR gate. So if any of these are activated, it should activate T flip-flop. Then what the T flip-flop is going to do, it's going to set block these two to when it's on one side of the one state, and when it's in the other state, it's going to set them to bars. Now that may seem very complicated, but trust me, it really isn't. So we're going to make a T flip-flop. That's the next thing you need to do. You need a bit more space here. This is a T flip-flop, for those of you that don't know. I'm pretty sure I'm going to be doing it in my Noob2Pro Redstone series. Or do I even need a T flip-flop? You know what? I don't even know. Wow. I think I do. I don't need that though. So, I can't even fit a T flip-flop. This is terrible. Wow. My channel, everybody. My channel. Subscribe. Yeah. If you like my channel, subscribe. But if you don't, which is probably more likely, then don't subscribe, and do everything you possibly can to make sure that my channel never succeeds. Because, in my opinion, this is just the worst episode in the world. Right, so T flip-flop. There we go. Done it properly this time. Okay, I take back everything I just said. Piston. Right, so if you've not already seen the redstone, whoa, I fix that. I do not know what happened there, but if you've not already seen the redstone series, then when we give this a 1 tick input, it's going to switch from one state to the other. At the moment it's at this state. We've given it a signal to go to that state, and I've done it in the wrong place again. Look at that. I'm really sorry. This is terrible. Look what I'm doing. I'm breaking it continuously. So to turn one tick, that's not one tick. That's much longer than one tick. So we need a circuit to turn it into a one tick pulse. That's called a monostable circuit. You've probably heard of it from my series. If you're not, then why aren't you watching my series? You should be. It's pretty good. It's a lot better than this. Right, come on, work. Have I done it the wrong way around? No, that's right. There we go. That is a monostable circuit. Whew, thank goodness. Although, no, I'll put it there. Right, now the T flip-flop, finally. So we have the 2 torches, a block above one, 4 blocks here, and the other piston, and then here we go. This is it now. We're getting somewhere, I think, maybe. No, put that back. There. Right, so when I step on this push point, it should flip. You can see that redstone right there, it should flip to it. No, it just breaks it, that's what happens. Fixed. Right, okay. Sorry about that. Right, it should flip. Guys, I don't know what's wrong with it. It's broke. T flip-flops. Why do you torture me so? What is wrong with this T flip-flop? There's absolutely nothing wrong with it. Why is it not working? I don't even understand. Unless this is wrong. Is it this way around? Maybe that'll fix it. No. No, it doesn't fix this at all. It's definitely the other way around. But what's wrong with it? I don't understand. Okay, I might take a cut and then come back once I figure this out, because that has really confused me. I'll see you in just 1 second. Okay, I think I fixed it now. So I've just got rid of the other side and then tested it, and now it's working. Strange. So this is a T flip-flop. If we activate it once, it will flip states, and if we activate it again, it will flip states again. So let's look here. It's just broke. Oh right, no. Put the redstone back. There we go. Fixed. You can see now the redstone's on the other side. If we flip it again, the redstone should switch to the other side. Right, okay, that's perfect. That is absolutely perfect. So now we can run a bunch of commands from either side of this. It's actually 3 commands per side. So that's very space inefficient. I'll put it like that instead. Fill that in. There we go. So, boom. There. So now, if one side is inactive, the other side is going to be active. So basically, if one pressure plate, how do I explain this? If I step on here, it's going to switch, which will open the gate. Then what I can do, when I come on the other side, it's going to switch and close the gate. Which unfortunately means that if I stand here, it will open the gate, and if I go away and stand on it again, it's going to close the gate. But that's not too much of an issue. So the next thing we need to do is record these coordinates. 63, 64, 57. 63, 64, 57. 63, 64, 67. So I set block 63, 64, 57. iron underscore bars. That has to be typed in exactly as you see here. Now, the coordinates over here, these coordinates are always the coordinates of your feet. So that was the bottom one. We want one above that. So that's just one block higher. Instead of 64, it's 65. So we can copy paste this, Control A, Control C, into this one, Control V. And then put 65 here. Now just then copy and paste that to the other side. Control V, and instead of iron bars, put and then we want the same thing again, but for the top one. So now we've got a fully functioning gate, as it were, once I put the redstone back across. Right, so this side opens the gate, this side closes the gate. So technically we have got a gate. It works. It's just not that good. It doesn't look very realistic, really, does it? So what we're going to do, on the same side that deletes these, we're going to replace them here, which will make it look like the gate is swung open. It's a much better effect. So 62, 64, 56. 62, 64, 56. 62, 64, 56. Slash set block 62, 64, 56. Iron underscore bars. Control A, Control C. Take that same command, but we want the same thing but one block higher. You notice the middle coordinate is always Y. This one is always X, this one is always Y, and this one is always Z. So we want one block higher, which is +1 on the Y coordinate, if you want to get all technical about it, technical terms. So now we got something that when you step on one pressure point, it's going to close it. No, when you step on one pressure point, it's going to open it, and when you step on one pressure point, it's going to close it. So this should be even better. There we go. Then if I walk over to the other side, it should close it. Just like, oh, we need to get rid of those as well, I almost forgot. Control A, Control C, put these over here, Control V, and set these back to again. So set block it deletes whatever is there. Kinda handy. So set block a lot of people don't realise that is actually a block. Even though there's nothing there, it's still recorded as a block. It's a block of Right. There we go. Oh, that's horribly disfigured. What's wrong there? What have we done wrong this time? Ah, there we go. Perfect. I shall just put a bit of this stuff back. Just the tiniest amount of redecorating. Get some of this going on. Right. There we go. And there we go. There we go. It's working. It's working a charm. Well, it's working pretty good. You've got to admit. And now there's one more thing that I want to add in, which should make it a bit better. Just a bit better. Just a bit better. I just need to check something. I'll be right back. Once I've checked something to make this. I'm not kind of sure of something. I'll be right back in just one sec. Okay, so I have found what I was looking for. But before I explain to you exactly what the finishing touches to this creation is going to be, I have to explain one more command. What was that? the /playsound command. And how that works is you just type /playsound, that's the name of the command, and then you're going to want the file path to the sound you're looking for in the sounds folder, which is in the assets folder, which is in the .minecraft folder. So the one that I'm going to be using is, well, I'll show you that later, but here is just an example. In the sounds folder there is a folder called mob, and in that folder there is another folder called ghast, and in that folder there's a bunch of different sounds. One of them is the scream sound. Then at the end you just put @p, and then that will play the sound when it's activated. So there you go, that's it really. Actually, I really want to show you it in action, so how about /weather dot thunder. I think that's one of them. @p. Oh, weather.thunder. Oh, never mind. You get the idea. And that is how the /playsound command works, really. Okay, so I have found a sound that should work quite well. It's called, well, you'll see any second. /playsound. Random, that's the folder name. Dot, then the file name is door_close. Is this the close one? I'm actually not sure. No, this is the open one. So I want door_open. There's two sounds. There's door_close and door_open. @p. Very important. Put a @p at the end. I'm just going to activate that. There you go. That's the sound it's going to play. And then, oh, Control A, Control C, copy that, save time, saves time, you see. Control V and put door. No, close. Put door_close. Perfect. You can see it just played the sound there. I think that's right. It doesn't matter, they both sound exactly the same anyway. The closed one is louder, and you can hardly hear the other one because of all these pistons. So I'll just set them both to close. It shouldn't sound that bad. The pistons, you know, it means that you can't hear anything really. There is a better way to do it, but it's a bit more complicated, and they didn't want to do it in episode 1. There we go. And there you have it. That is a metal gate, you know, like an iron bar gate. I don't know what you call it. That's really bad. I should really know what one of these is called in vanilla Minecraft. Perhaps not the best, you know, the most interesting of map making things, but it can just make your world look so much better. I mean, before I had the whole iron door thing going on, and it just meh. But now we got this whole thing, which is a lot better. Obviously, you cannot do this in survival mode, but it's just a cool little thing that spruces up your map a bit. I'm just going to do a bit more, the tiniest bit of redecorating. In fact, no. You know what? I'll fix it all so that we can get a better view of this thing, because in my opinion it's pretty awesome. Put it there, cover this back up, and it's as good as new. There we go. And now we have a much nicer, much cleaner looking entrance way to my redstone what I call it, the redstone warehouse. I'll put a sign there, and then I'll end the video, because unfortunately it's come to that time. I've completed the mechanism, and unfortunately now it is time to end the video. Is that even in the right place? Yeah, it is. Redstone warehouse, before I forget again. Okay, so this has been the Redstone Ninja, and my work is done here.